Welcome to Bam Bam Raw TV. I'm Bam Bam, also known as the 411 Giant. I want to get y'all first to hit the when you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell icon so that you can know when I get my next video out. I appreciate the support and love I've been getting already. Now on this episode here, I'm always asked the question when I'm at stores at different places. Man, did you have snakes like they people said you had snakes and big snakes like that? And then also they asked me, well, why did you have them? What was the purpose of having the snake? Were they guard snakes or did they like guard dogs or whatever? And I laughed. I said, no, that wasn't the case, you know. And well, how you end up with the snakes? So and I'm gonna tell that story, you know, to satisfy my people, you know, the people who want to know, you know, we family now. If you fooling with me, we family. That's the only way I know how to do things. You know what I'm saying? Subscribing to me, we become family. All right, so now my snakes, how I had three snakes and one iguana, right? I had like an iguana, I had like a 4-foot iguana, but I also had, at the time I was incarcerated, I had a 3-foot red-tailed bull, and I had a 3-foot ball python, but I also had a 9-foot Burmese python that weighed about 70 to 80 pounds easily, you know. I used to wrap him around me, and he almost be touching the ground from my shoulders on down. Both ends of his tail and his head, I had to keep him from touching the ground. Now, the question is, how did I end up with these snakes? I wasn't a snake man, but scared to death of snake, and that's keeping it real. I had an incident in which I was going up on the corner during one of my times. Sometimes I zapped out, like I said, and I don't encourage nobody to do none of the things I ever did. And, you know, I regret a lot of things I did. I can't change, but that's the life I was living at that time with my mindset. But at that time, I used to hit, when one of my people went to jail, we needed finances for something and things wasn't rolling like they supposed to. Then I would venture out on my own, and I would hit what you call licks, you know, and I'd rob different places and in different individuals, always maintaining it, keeping it to dope sellers and stuff like that. So I hit up on this one corner that I was known to hit, and I had to hit the corner so many times that pretty much the few times I had been resisted, I had either shot somebody or beat them with a board or something for resisting. So I goes up on the corner and need the money. I think I need to bum one of my people out of jail at the end of that time. So I go up and hit the corner. When I hit the corner, I'm telling everybody, hey man, lay it down. You know, some people's keeping their money in bags, keeping their dope in bags and stuff. So I said, man, put all them bags down, lay everything down and everything. And everybody was complying. Everybody was laying the bags down and everything. You know, they know it wasn't nothing personal. They know Bam must be in need again. So now I goes and when the dude paying down, I see one guy, he got the bag and he kind of trying to tuck the bag. And so I said, lay the bags down. I said, drop. So he throw the bag down, but he throw the bag kind of closer to him than out toward me. So my other first thing I could only think of, oh, this guy over here, man, that Jimmy got to be full of money. I said, man, look here, I said, he trying to hold on to that Jimmy real hard. I said, it's got to be full of money. So I go, boom. I grab bags and stuff going on, and I grab that bag last. Because, I mean, this the mother load. This finna have dope, finna have money. Ain't no telling what else I may find in there. So I open it up. When I open that bag sack up, and it's a brown bag, and I stick my hand in there, reaching there for to feel the money. And I reach and I feel something squirming around and going on. I grabbed it and I snatched it out. And I snatch it out, it's a snake. So I throw it down. When I throw it down, I throw my gun down, I throw the snake down, I throw the bags down with the money and everything. So money and bags, everything on the ground. And I'm jumping up and down like a little girl. And I'm jumping up and down. And then when I catch myself and everything, and I catch myself and I look and see everybody staring at me. All the people that I'm just up there robbing, they sitting there and they staring at me like that. And they like looking at me like, damn, man, I can't believe Bam Bam is afraid of something. Look at how he acting over that little bitty snake. And they not saying this, but I can see this expression in their face. So I done picked up my gun and I got my gun and everything. So I'm grabbing the money and collecting the money, getting everything together. And then so boom, I jump in the car And my dude's in the car, so I tell him, I said, look, man, take me. I said, take me to the nearest pet shop to find the biggest snake I can. I said, first take me to get some gin right now, because I'm a little shook up. Man, I went and bought me a fifth of gin, started drinking on that. Got the Jerry's Pet Shop. We went to Jerry's Pet Shop, got the Jerry's Pet Shop, and I see this Burmese python. The biggest one he had in there at that time was a Burmese python that was 6 feet long. He wanted 2,000 for it. I gave him 2,000 for it. But the snake, I took the snake home, and I actually took it home. But my sons was showing me how to deal with the snake, and the snake ended up being 9 feet when eventually that they arrested, messed with me and everything. He was like 9 feet. He had grown about 3 feet during that time. But anyway, the sun gone. I go home and I'm sitting here, and I got my sons they holding the snake for me. They got the snake around their shoulder. They holding the snake and let me rub on the snake head and get comfortable with the snake and get comfortable with the snake. And I kept on, and finally they put it around my shoulder, so I got comfortable snake. I needed to get. I had only a short time before this started spreading all around Shreveport, so I had to act fast. So within about, I'm gonna say, 4 days to maybe a week, about a week, I go back up on the same corner. I didn't go up there. I had took care of my business, so I didn't go up there. I didn't go up there for to do no damage, or I went up there to prove a point. So when I go up there, I get out the car with this big old giant snake wrapped around me, and I look him right in the face, and I tell him, I said, let me tell y'all this here. That shit y'all seen last week, that shit they ain't gonna work no more. That's a dead horse there. Then I got back in. That's all I said. And I got back in the car and drove on out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up with my snake. I end up with that's the reason I got the snake and everything. And after the end, I kept him, and I started lacking having the attention that it get. A lot of people always wanted to hold it, or wanted to touch it or whatever. So it got me a lot of attention, and I was cool with that. And I even had some little guys who was pretty good hustlers, man, and I respect their hustle. They used to actually come borrow my snake and get the Polaroid cameras, and they used to go different places and stand there with my snake and let people take pictures with the snake. And they was taking pictures, and they come back sometime, especially when the fairground was here. They stand outside the fairground, and sometimes they'd come back, man. They'd have $400-500, man, from just taking pictures, selling pictures with the snake. And they be trying to give me half, and I'm telling them, I'm good, man. That's your hustle. You made that. Going on. I'm all right now. I don't need nothing. So anyway, that's now the other incident that would be happening with my snake was after another snake story, as I would say, would be after we got incarcerated. At the time that they came in and they kicked the door in on us, and they kicked the door in on me, and they ran up in my blue house, and arrested me, and I was out to the federal penitentiary. At that time, I used to feed my snake, my big snake, my Burmese python, 2 12-pound rabbits a month. And at that time, there he was still had fully digest one of the rabbits, and so therefore his stomach he still had the knot in his stomach. So when he still had the knot in his stomach, when they locked us up and everything, somehow I guess I don't know if they were just trying to use propaganda to scandal my name. They put it in the newspaper. The enforcer for the bottom boy may have been feeding his snake human remains, and they actually wanted to cut my snake open because they were saying the witnesses had told them that I was feeding the snake human remains. So my lawyer, he ran up there, paid me an unexpected visit, and told me, hey man, they want to cut your snake open. I said, which snake? He said, your big one, man, the big one. He said, the witnesses are telling them that it could be human remains inside the snake. I said, man, ain't no human remains inside this snake, man. I said, I feed it 2 12-pound rabbits a month going on. That's what it is. It's a rabbit in there. He said, well, man, they want to cut up. I'm going to try to get it stopped. He said, I'm going to get it stopped. I said, man, whatever in that snake is dead, and whatever's in that snake is dead. So cutting that snake open, cutting that snake open don't make no sense in killing my snake, because somebody going to have to reimburse me for that snake. So he said, don't worry, I'm on top of it. You sure? Ain't no body parts can be found in this him. You know what I'm saying? Cause they got other ways of finding out with the DNA they gonna come out of the snake. I said, man, ain't no body parts in no snake, man. I said, man, that shit that ludicrous, man. That don't even make sense. And then so he went on and he did it, and he went around there and he got to stay and everything. And when it came out, they did analyze the hair and the tissue, and it turned out to be a large rodent, or a 12-pound rodent, and going on rodent type, you know. So and then so that was cleared all up. So then I'm still concerned about them having my snakes in their custody. So I got a wife number 4, and I told her, listen, come up here, let me get a notary and get everything, let me sign my snakes over to you, because you know all these snakes I had purchased legally and everything, and they were legally mine. And I said, let me sign the snakes over to you, and you take care of them. And so she did that. She came up there. I signed the snakes over to her. She went to Billberry Park where they was holding my snakes at. Uh, and she went when she got my snakes and everything. She took them home and she kept all of them. And to my understanding, Big Bottom was what I called him. Uh, had a good long life, and you know I heard that he had died probably. I think that I heard that he had died probably maybe even about 10, 15 years after I was locked up and everything. I had lost contact with a lot of people, but now that I get out, I heard he lived a long life and everything. So that was a good thing for it. And right now, I'm looking for me another one. I'm trying to find me another snake, and I'm gonna try to find me the biggest one I can, as always, and I'm gonna find one eventually. All right, appreciate y'all. Remember, hey, hit that like button. I want you to subscribe and get your friends to subscribe to the channel and everything, and hit that bell icon, because I got a lot more videos I'm finna start rolling out. I'm trying to find a topic that y'all want to hear. And again, I say when I say this here with I say this here from the heart. My stories are part entertainment. They recollections. They to let you know how what I went through and how life was. Some of the mistakes I made out of ignorance. Some of the mistakes I made out of being stupid. Some of the mistakes I made out of being angry. I do not encourage nobody to live the life that I live. You know what I'm saying? If you do anything, draw something from it, learn how not to live that way and do something different. And I do that because, hey, I love my fans, I love my people, because, like I said again, if you're subscribing to me and you fooling with me, your family, because I don't do nothing else. All right, one love.